We were presented with a unique situation in September of 2010 in the City of York. EPA decided to come to town and audit the city based on the requirements of their MS4 stormwater permit. We learned through this audit that one of the main requirements of this permit was to inspect and make sure that all post-construction stormwater BMPs facilities are being maintained and operated properly. Prior to that point, the city was only checking on their BMPs. They weren't concerned about the private ones. So what we were tasked with was going back over the last 10 years of history in the city and mapping and logging where, when, and who built these facilities. When we were looking at how to do this, we figured out how can we do it in a way that's a lot cleaner, more up-to-date than just creating a spreadsheet and hordes of paper files that are going to sit on the shelf somewhere. And we turned to GIS. Through our GIS logging system, we went back through all of our files. We created a digital map that's searchable, that can tell us where these facilities are, who built them, when they went in, what the specific operation and maintenance requirements are. And it also gave us a place to log all of our inspection reports. So now, through this inspection program, we go out, we look at the facilities, we write any letters to property owners that note the deficiencies, and then we go back out and re-inspect them once the property owners have made the corrections required. The GIS has presented a place for us to log all of this information. So, whenever we're concerned about one facility, we pull up the GIS, we can look at it, we can pull up basically a running history of this system. Prior to the initiation of this program, it took a day for us to go down through our files, logging through plans and papers and just tons of data that could be anywhere from 10 to 15 years old. Now we have a running history, and it's ultimately helped the city maintain compliance with their permit. Through the GIS system that we created, any user, whether it be an engineer here at CS Davidson, a staff member at the city, all the way up to an elected official on city council, can access this GIS system, zoom in using a Google Earth map on the parcel that the facility is located on. With a simple click of the mouse, bring up all of the information that we've input into the system. The history of the facility, who installed it, when it was installed, the engineer who designed it, all the way down through the actual plans that were used to build the facility, and a history of all of our inspection records, including photos, notification letters, anything that that person may need on that facility. It's a comprehensive database of all the documentation that we have on that stormwater facility. This is a dynamic system. We can continue to build on this. Currently, the system is primarily housed here at CS Davidson with our servers, and we provide a Google Earth file that anybody at the city can use to basically query the data that we have saved. This system can easily be integrated with a larger system, either owned by the city or owned by us. We can continue to add layers, and we're just starting now with the storm sewer facilities. That's just one layer in the system. We can add the sanitary, we can add the streets, and before you know it, just by adding a little bit of data here and there, we have a comprehensive system tracking everything that the City of York owns. You can imagine the possibilities with a system like that.